Welcome to another edition of For the Sake of Heaviness. My name is Merciful Mike. As always, I'm joined by,
I'm Butch Balich. Greetings.
and
And
today,
JC Garcia from Phantom. So
yes, JC from Phantom is
Welcome.
here. Dude, this is awesome. Appreciate you being here, JC.
thanks to you guys for the space, for inviting me here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Dude, you got to be pretty stoked, man, because this Friday is the release of Not Midnight Yet. How you feeling about that?
Damn, it's a bit stressed, honestly, because I'll be traveling for the next European tour at the same time the album is being released. So I will not be able to check anything until I'm over there. But of course, I'm really excited about the album finally coming out.
That's awesome. Well, as soon as we got the promo, we're all over it because Tyrants of Wrath was so damn good. And I mean, we'll get into it. You can tell I'm excited about this album, but I'm glad to see it's High Roller Records. So that fantastic label. Are you pretty happy with the way that things have been going with them? There's a couple of labels that I hold in very high respect, and they're one of them. So I'm really
Yeah,
happy
for
that you
sure.
guys are involved with them.
Hell yeah, they're great. I appreciate a lot of what they have done for us in the past couple of years. So yeah, just glad to keep working with them.
Awesome. Glad it's a good working relationship. So, all right, let's kind of back up a little bit because Not Midnight Yet. This was the writing of this was a complete solo undertaking on your behalf. You did it all. So you got to put us in your headspace. How did that work out? Because the final product is so damn awesome and complex. I can't even imagine what you went through to like get that out. So like, can you walk us through a little bit of that?
Sure. Well, yeah, it was kind of a solo album this time because of a couple different reasons. Nothing really bad. I'm always writing most of the songs, but for this time, it was completely alone. Like sometimes Arel, the other guitar player, adds some stuff to the songs, or sometimes he brings his own songs. Like in Tyrants of Wrath, he contributed with a couple of songs. For this time, I started writing just as we released Tyrants. Then we had a couple the European tour, and whenever we returned, it was around almost November uh, and December. So it was kind of hard because we already had like the contract for the album for Not Midnight Yet,
Mhm.
and everyone went away for the holidays and to be with the family and stuff. So I ended up recording everything, and also I had some troubles with the drummer, which everything is good now, but yeah, just band stuff happened. And I don't know. I was also in a weird headspace. It's a very personal album in a lot of ways. You can find personal stuff in the lyrics. You can find some experimentation I tried to do in some of the songs. So yeah, it was a bit different, but I think it worked out well.
This has got an overall very, for lack of a better term, like vampire-ish kind of feel to it. I feel this one above Tyrants is a lot more cinematic, with the organ passages and things. It just seems a lot more cinematic to me in a good way. I think this is almost fully realized, maybe what you were touching on with Tyrants. But you've interspersed a lot of the Solomonari mythology in there, which I found fascinating. I know that that's tied to Transylvania and Romania, but how does that relate to you? How did that come about? Is that something that you're like just involved in and interested in?
Yeah, it's just a particular interest of mine. I like Castlevania games a lot, and well, of course, everything that has to do with horror and vampires, of course. So the album, it's a weird mixture between like, yeah, just dark fantasy stuff, vampire stuff, gore and shit like that, and also like other personal stuff that has nothing to do with that kind of stuff. Just a good balance of both in some way.
It translates really well. Like I said, I feel this. I don't want to say it's a more polished album, but a more realized album, and that's not taking anything away from past works. But I was just so blown away just on the first run through the album, just how good this is. And I think I speak for a lot of people once they have it in their hands that this is going to end up on a lot of year-end lists. This has been an
Yeah,
amazing year, and Phantom is going to be right there in the mix of things.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
for sure. JC, what was the recording process like? Where did you record it? About, how long once you guys started did it take you to put the whole record together?
It was around a month and a half. We recorded at my, I live near my, rest in peace, my grandparents' house, which is like 3 blocks away. And the house is empty right now. We kind of, me and Hector, the guy that I record with, he's also Nithron Studios. He's basically like a moving studio. He brings like
Mhm.
all the gear to either my house or in this occasion, it was in my grandparents' house. Which, yeah, like I mentioned, it was abandoned, so we kind of turned it into a studio, and we were working there for since around late November until like February or something like that.
Gotcha.
And yeah, we started with drums, guitars, all the instruments first, then comes voice, and then mixing and stuff.
Sure, sure.
Very,
And
very cool.
this was the you had the same producer on this album as Tyrants, right?
Yeah,
Came out
Hector
great.
has worked with us since the first album, since Handed to Execution.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, I want to touch a little bit. I think your vocal style has, I don't want to say changed, but I think you've expanded it a little bit. There seems to be a few more instances of clean vocals on this album compared to the albums in the past. Was that a conscious move? Were you looking to do that a little bit to open your vocals up, your vocal style up a little bit more? Because it accents, the material top notch. It sounds great. So what was going through your head as far as that goes? Did you want more clean vocals this time around?
I just wanted to try new things, and not just like to change completely to another style, but I wanted to, yeah, just try and push my limits and see what I could do.
Sure.
And yeah, the whole album is kind of an experiment. Not really saying this like, oh, we're leaning into that direction from now on. It's just something for this occasion that I wanted to try. If I can improve on next records, I will. But my raw attempts at yeah, just okay, I'm gonna try this different vocal style. Fuck it. I go for it in that song, and you can just listen to that raw there. It's like whether you like it or not, it's gonna be there. It's obnoxious, cool, old school heavy metal, straight to the point. And yeah, it's what I could do. I tried. Uh, yeah.
No, I think it expands really, really good because I love, your rough, raw, Motorhead meets Venom kind of delivery. But then, like, Pale Remains of Time and Curse Your Name, that when you slow it down a little bit and your clean vocals open up, it just adds a whole nother dynamic and it gives that wow factor. I was like, holy cow, this sounds so good too.
Thanks.
You bet. So out of the mausoleum, speaking of old video games and Castlevania, I'm gonna guess the video for that was your idea because it's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, it's of course based in Castlevania, just a reference, and maybe to Ninja Gaiden 2 and other NES games. It's what I played when I was a little kid, man. It's what we had at home, so I got used to playing those old 80s games, and I fell in love with them and their music too. The little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo chip tune music. It's
Yeah.
a big influence on Phantom, apart from like heavy metal bands.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people would say the same. Some of those old 8-bit game soundtracks are pretty killer.
Hell yeah.
There's definitely like a there's definitely a following for that music too, because I know for sure there's been at least two or three bands like that have come through town that are metal bands, but what they're doing is playing that old video game music, like in reinterpreting it in like a heavy metal style, which is, it's interesting. I saw a couple bands like that. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
So yeah,
that's awesome.
I want to talk about the videos just a little bit more because each and every one of them has such an awesome, unique personality to it. I just want to know who's the mastermind behind it because Summon to Kill has like that old cable access TV show vibe to it. And Dracula's Curse with Vlad being in there, that's a little bit more epic. I love them. So are these videos the brainchild of you, or is it collectively as the band? Let's do this. How does that work?
I am in charge of the direction of those two. Yeah. It's funny because it's all based on budget, you know. Dracula's Curse is like a more expensive video, obviously, and it's like, oh, yeah, we hired this guy with a cooler camera and stuff, but whenever we don't have a chance to do something like that, we just record with potato phones and VHS stuff and just green screen stuff and just do DIY funny videos because I don't know, it's just fun, you know.
I think it goes with the old school vibe though. I love watching those videos because they just match so well with the music.
Yeah, it's also like a way of okay, yeah, the music sounds so serious, but the videos are kind of goofy on purpose sometimes because it's funny.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I know that people will look at Phantom and say thrash metal, and I think you guys hit the throttle a little bit more and definitely hang out in the speed metal territory too. But especially on the new album, when you guys slow it down, it it just that maximum effect. I think people are going to respond to that big time because that ebb and flow of the tempo of the music just kills it this time around on the record. So for those of people that have already had access to the promo album, how's the response been so far?
I think it's been great. We've received a bunch of reviews already, and they all were good. Except for Sweden Rock Magazine, those guys didn't like the record, but I don't know, just funny. It's still cool to see that we it got mentioned in a big magazine like that. Uh, but apart from that, it's been great. So I'm happy with the results. We'll see in a week or two how it's going whenever
Definitely.
it's out.
Nice. What are now what are the live plans you have to support the record once the record's out?
Well, we have a long tour this summer, all around Europe. Like I mentioned before, we depart this week on Thursday. So we'll be playing all around the old continent. We have a few very big shows. We're playing Wacken up in air at the end
Awesome.
of
Nice.
July.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. We're playing in Flamen up in air. We're playing for the first time in the UK. We have another tour that's gonna be announced this Wednesday around the States with Void. Once again, we went with them in March for Hell's Heroes and other shows around the States, but this is gonna be like the second leg, so that's gonna be cool too. Uh,
That's going to be a great tour. The two of
oh
you
yeah,
guys together. Wow, that's a can't miss right there.
yeah. We're gonna try and tour the most. We're gonna tour the shit out of this record. Yeah.
Are your
I'll
dates in
actually
Europe are they headlining? Are you guys headlining that tour or are you going out with anyone else
No, we're
there?
headlining. Yeah.
Okay, great.
That's fantastic. I'm actually going to have a chance to see you guys. You guys just got added to the Blades of Steel Festival here in Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
I'll be able to we'll have a beer or two together.
Or 1,000. Hell yeah, man. See you there.
You don't mess around, JC. We'll do 1,000. I'll do my best.
All
Mike's
right.
1,000 days might be behind him.
We'll see if you can keep up.
Oh no,
Get
I'll tell you
evil.
right now. You can take a picture of me laying in my own puke, and you can put it on the collage of the next album if you want.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. Sounds good. Deal.
So, what about your country of Mexico? Is there are big plans down there? How is Mexico receiving it? You guys have got to be like the hometown heroes, I would think, because you've gotten such a great reception around the world. How is it back at home?
It's funny. I mean, of course, we love our country and we love playing here, but the Mexican scene is kind of weird. I mean, not to disrespect anyone, but because we have great bands here and there's a lot of talent, just uh, it kind of cannibalizes itself, or like we of course we have a great fan base here, but there's also people that just because we're doing good start throwing shit and shit like that, and we don't mind. I mean, the point is that people talk about it. I mean, it's free promotion in some way.
Hmm.
But it's interesting to see that. We have plans for Mexico for next year. We're gonna try and play in other states we haven't played here because we have played in our home city. We have played in Mexico City, Leon in Guanajuato, but we haven't played in well in Querétaro and Monterrey too. But apart from that, we haven't really visited more of our country. That also has to do with some of the insecurity and violence stuff right here. It's way easier for us to travel to another continent and travel around safely than just going on the road here in Mexico. And so
Sure, sure.
yeah,
Uh,
it's
hopefully
funny, it's
that
interesting, but we'll try our best to
yeah,
conquer this country too.
yeah. No, I completely understand that. Hopefully that's something that will calm down soon. You guys can move around. But hey, I wanted to ask you, and I could be way off here, but one of the first things I picked up as far as the guitar playing goes and the tones and everything, um, is I'm just going to go out on a limb here. Are you a big Eddie Van Halen fan? Because I'm definitely picking up nuances of Eddie on a couple of the solos, um, as far back as Tyrants, but even more so on the new record. So I mean, you can talk influences, whatever. Maybe I'm way off, but am I even close?
I mean, yeah, it's Eddie, man. He's a great player. He's a legend. He's an influence, of course. I would say for Phantom, our main influences are Razor, Iron Maiden, Slayer, Megadeth, Infernal Majesty, Creator, Destruction, Sodom, the Teutonic or German stuff too. Just a
Mhm.
mixture. We try and have like a mixture of both thrash and speed metal, but also like older heavy metal from like the new wave of British heavy metal and also early death thrash. So it's like because we like all those styles, we try not just close and do, oh, we're only gonna do thrash. We try and mix things up. Even in one song, you can hear like a part that's like super fast thrash, and then you have a very melodic heavy metal part, and yeah, we it's like a soup of those ingredients.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I think there's such a great balance between the speed and then, the when you slow down the tempos, it just flows so good. I can't speak to that enough. Well done.
Thanks.
Butch, you got anything else that you wanted to toss in?
I'm trying to think of some. I think we covered
We
a
did.
lot of ground. Um, I guess I should always ask because I'm a vocalist myself, so I'm always interested to know like who you know what vocalists out there inspire you the most.
Sheepdog from Racer. I think that guy had some pipes. And I tried to do the high screams, but I
Screams,
cannot do like I cannot do the raspiness he adds to that. I just well, he and maybe Dave Mustaine, I would say those two. And I mean Dave Mustaine, it's obviously not like a very pretty voice vocalist, but I mean that's what I like. Like it's raw. It's just heavy, So
yeah.
I like that stuff that because I do not consider myself like a very good vocalist. So I mean, he has the attitude, which I think it's a very important aspect. So I would say those two, Sheepdog and Mustaine.
Sure.
Right on.
JC, if you could put together the absolute perfect thrash tour, including Phantom and two other bands, who would you just, bucket list? Who would you want to go out with?
Racer and Slayer.
I'd pay to see that. I think it's
Yeah,
great though because I think Razor is criminally underrated. So to hear you guys throw that name out there, that's fantastic because that is a very underrated, highly talented band. So that's cool.
Absolutely love Racer, man. One of my
Yeah.
favorite bands. Hell yeah.
All right. So not midnight yet. High Roller Records coming out this Friday. JC is going to be on the road. He's got to wait to see what it's all about when it hits the streets. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised once you get someplace and can hop online and see what people are having to say, because it's a fantastic album, man.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
You
JC,
bet.
before we sign off too, where can people go to get more information about the band? See your tour dates, buy merch, that kind of thing. You want to plug some of that?
Yeah.
Of course, our main like page or social media is Instagram. We have a page named Phantom_Speed, so you can look us up there. And also in Facebook, like Phantom Speed Metal. That's where you can find most of the news and info, flyers, etc.
Great.
Definitely. We'll put all of those links in the description once we get this video all put together and ready to air. Is there
Thank
also a
you.
Bandcamp page that albums can be purchased off of, or is it just the High Roller Records?
For a few months it will be high roller, at least until we return home from the tour, because I will not be able to receive the records and
Sure,
set that up right now.
sure.
So yeah, just for a moment, just check it out at the High Roller Record store.
Will do.
Yeah,
All
Very
right.
cool.
JC, anytime you want to jump back on with Butch and I, if you've got stuff to promote, whether it's tour dates, more new music, just let us know. We're here for you. We really
Absolutely.
appreciate you joining us today.
hell
Yeah.
yeah! Thank you very much, guys. It was a
We
pleasure
wish you
meeting you.
guys all the best on the tour. I hope it goes well. Travel safe and kick ass over there, man.
Thank you.
Spread
We
keep
will.
spreading the word. Hope to see you in the States here soon too. That sounds like a killer tour. I have to go see that, when you're touring here with Void. That's gonna be something.
Hell yeah! See you guys soon.
Yeah.
We'll send you pictures of us drinking those 1,000 beers, okay,
Yeah.
Butch?
We will.
I
It's
might
a
get
deal, bro. It's a
into
deal.
two. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on For the Sake of Heaviness this Friday, not midnight yet. New album by Phantom. See you next time. JC, thanks again, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for your
Thanks.
time, JC.
All right.
Sure.
Safe travels,
Cheers.
man. We'll see you.
Bye.